both in camera.
You're live.
We'll find out. Oh, here we go. Whoa.
Whoa. Oh.
Whoa.
Marina, good morning.
Kia ora. I'm just gonna.
We're just
Just gonna. Just a little, everyone. Sorry. Just no, I did move it the correct way. Sorry, everyone. This is just some technical difficulties. Again, if you or anyone you know is a videographer that'd like to volunteer their Saturday mornings to making this mess work, please come.
But we're just, it's not quite amateur hour, but we're there. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah. Sorry, I will be quite frank. There was a classic driving dilemma, which was a detour causing impact on my drive, not me having to take a detour.
Whereas I took the public bus and arrived here in plenty of time.
Yes, not really an option from where I live, in case anyone's wondering. It is a 20-minute walk to the bus stop, and then 3 bus changes to get to the, So
anyway, beautiful morning in Christchurch.
It is a beautiful morning.
I think it was very fresh in the wee hours of the morning, but by the time I got up, it was great, and we're going for a wonderful day today. And was I right? 3rd week in September in Christchurch.
3rd week in September.
Fabulous weather. I mean, we even got to 25 degrees one day.
Yeah, for
11 yesterday. No, it was longer than 20 minutes. It was more than a few hours.
Oh God. Okay.
Right, so I am wearing, just in
wearing
time for spring, this is the Lise, L-I-S-E blouse by Helga Isiger, and I am just thrilled to pieces with it.
It looks amazing.
So it's in, the pale purpley colour is Tivini, and the darker is Alpaca 2. And the details on it are just fabulous. As I said, when I was sewing it up, and I finished the neckline last Saturday and finished the band.
Yes, the band. How did the band go?
The band, it's in the dark yarn. Okay. You can't see, because we had to pick up a whole lot of stitches, and then it was all of it is in a 3x3 rib, except the rib round the bottom, which is in a 3x2. And by the time you had to do something, and the number of stitches didn't divide by 5, so you did a bit of knitter maths.
Okay.
It still didn't quite work out. Okay. It's in dark yarn. Who's going to see it? They'll all think it's part of the
It's
band.
at the bottom.
It's at the bottom. It's at the sides.
If anyone's snooping around down there, they're in.
It's not like I'm not entering into a competition with it, but it's fabulous. And I put it on and stepped out without a jacket on today.
Bold.
Yes, and it's a bit of a wee cool one, but it's just great.
It was too chilly for anything to be. She was also wearing the most diaphanous gossamer of silk scarves as well over top of it. Just like
cashmere.
Sorry. Yeah. Just the barest suggestion of possible warmth, none provided, but the illusion thereof.
Yeah, because I nearly thought I was going to have to put my Sophie hood on, and then I thought, it's 10 degrees, the sun's out. I don't need that.
It's 10 degrees. I don't need to cover the back of my neck. I'm sitting here right now, knitting on a sock and thinking to myself, gosh, I really need to pick that shawl up off the ground and put it on.
But it's not that bad. So Christine has got, redesign 80.
I'm telling you.
Now that I've got this off the needles, I'm now going from a 1 project person to a 2 project person.
Christine, tell us what's happening with this.
So I've started my swatch for Flocktober.
Excellent.
Which is called Keep It Simple Cardigan from the Isiger number 3 book, the Tokyo book.
Sometimes Isiger names are more ironic than accurate.
True.
So is this, what are we getting out of this so far? Are you feeling irony or accuracy?
Well, it's, and when Isiger tells you to do a swatch, you do a swatch.
Always do the swatch.
So I've done part of the swatch.
Yes.
Because I was doing this really late last night, because I thought I'd better get it on the needles. And, you should really not knit after 10 o'clock at night.
Definitely.
So I had to rip part of it back. So it's really interesting. So you make up a ball, which when you're doing a swatch is tiny.
Yes.
It's all bits knotted together.
Right.
And you do a stripe, and then you go back, and you've got to hold on. You've got to carry over stitches. What's worrying me is the buttonhole. It's tiny. And I thought, just as well, this is on the swatch. So anyway, we can cross that river.
There are
when we
small
get to
shanked buttons, like the ones on my cardigan, that might work.
Yeah, so
quite well for that
it does have small buttons. It's 13mm or half an inch.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, I'll give it a go. So
I must admit, I am a proportional, but preferably smaller rather than larger button-on knitwear person.
Yeah.
Buttons and knitwear aren't as fast friends as we'd like them to be, given that they're a fastener.
So, so it's fun. And I think it's going to be a fun knit. 3mm needles, Christine was, but I've got my mindful needles on, and I thought I did really well. Away I went.
I think it looks great.
I think it looks good. It's in the Issachar tweed, hello, my favourite yarn.
I'm shocked.
In lemon.
Are you all shocked right now?
And I'm using some of this.
No.
Yeah, and I think I'm using some of this in it, and some other ones that I used, and then friends in the knit group have donated yarn to me. And I've incorporated that. So you just make up a 50-gram ball of 50-centimetre pieces of yarn, knot it all together, which I think is going to be a mission.
Hi, Catherine. Sorry, Catherine is someone I met at CAN this year.
Oh, right.
So nice to see you.
And so that's your contrasting yarn. So you do these stripes. So that's me. Yep.
Well, that is so good.
Yep. And then I'm using some Rogue yarn, but then I'm using the Amble Mini and the Tilia Mohair to make a striped top, just a summer top. The double, what's it called?
Double take tea.
Double take tea, which is a really fun pattern because you knit one side in one colour and the back on another, or you reverse it round. It's got the same neckline back and front, and so you can reverse it so you get two tops for the price of one. So if you may need a bit more. Well, I need a bit.
Does it grow exponentially, like with each one that you knit? Like, is 2 by 2 16, squared, or is it? I'm just wondering because Christine. By the way, Christine has inspired me on a regular basis lately to re-knit things, which takes way less time the second time.
The second time is, all the tips, all the tricks, and you do it again.
It's shocking, and you are right. And honestly, there just aren't that many patterns that actually work for you.
No, and if you really like it on, I would knit this again, and I thought it was very spooky that I just finished it just before women's suffrage, and it's like. Which was the 19th of September, 132 years since women got the vote in New Zealand on Friday.
Here.
So, and it's in a pale mauve purple colour, which is one of the suffrage colours. Anyway, the double take tee, for my size, you need, if you've got two rogue skeins, which is 400 metres, you need just a tad more, which is a bit of a shame. I suppose you could make it shorter. It has a really nice detail because down the sleeve line, which is just slightly over your shoulder, it's half an I-cord, whatever that's called. And so it turns in beautifully. And it's got a really nice neck, similar to this, ribbed, the shape, what I call sort of like ballerina style. And it's a fun knit. So it's fingering on 4mm needles.
So it races along.
But when I actually did a swatch because I was using some yarn and I thought, I don't really think. So I had to do some knitter maths, and so thought about it, and so I've gone up a size so that I don't go up a needle because I liked the fabric.
Yes.
So I've gone up a size, so it may be but I'm going to shorten it from the last one that I made. So so that's.
Well, away we go.
Yeah, that's me.
Well,
what are you knitting?
I'm making a sock, which is so easy to see when I sit like this. They're just gonna be like, wow, it's so clear. I'm making a sock that has the same cable pattern on it as the scarf that I'm knitting, which definitely hasn't gotten tedious at all. I only started this yesterday.
Oh, right.
So it hasn't there we go. It hasn't gotten that tedious yet. So I'm working away on a new scarf pattern and a new sock pattern. The sock, the first sock sample is done. The scarf is slightly more narrow, which is a more formal style for men's scarves. I've noticed that the ones that I could find for men's scarves were all immensely wide.
Yeah.
I was noticing that's been quite a trend, but this is a more reasonable width to manage. I will say for a men's scarf, I do think it should be 2 meters long at a minimum.
Okay.
But I don't think massively long, especially I'm wearing more fitted clothes again and definitely aiming in that direction. And if you're going to wear a wool pea coat with a scarf, having a great gigantic bulky thing is impossible to tuck into a well fitted pea coat. So I'm thinking about what I'm going to wear it with, and so that's why I'm making a slightly more narrow scarf that goes with the sock. Oh god, oh no, Oh, it slipped, everyone. It slipped.
Oh, even on a sock
I know.
blocker.
Courtesy of my very good friend Jen. Thank goodness. So this is the sock that is coming out for Socktober this year. To all of you, this is the Ties That Bind sock. I'm quite happy with it.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, it's really fun to make. I've already started the second one, which is a miracle. And this is the scarf in a garn that's soon to be released that is going to be coming out as well. And there's a jumper and a hat that go with it too. Yeah, it's a whole set. From head to toe. No pants or shorts before anyone asks or thinks that's funny. No. Keep that to yourself. It's not as funny as you think. There we go.
Right.
But I'm really pleased with both. And the amble knits up fabulously as socks, I have to admit. This is amble as well in the color daffodil, because we are wild for amble. Yeah. And for good reason. It's got a great big color range.
Yes, it does.
It's really beautiful to work with.
And it's really, now I think I had, maybe I haven't got my label, but it's not an unusual, Christine's got it. It is 70% wool, 20% alpaca, 10% nylon. It's fabulous to knit with. I'm incorporating it into my double take tee in stripes, and it's lovely to knit with. So, and they come in minis.
They do. Come in minis and full size. You can do contrast
81 meters in a mini. And if you want to try it, which is what I'm doing for my sample, it's great. Yeah.
I love it. And I did a very reasonable sewn 2x2 tubular bind off at the top, because I knit it toe up. Right. But look at how nice it's come out.
Oh, yes, lovely.
Right? It's very pretty.
Yeah.
Even up close, it's quite attractive. I'm quite pleased with how it's come out. Yes, there we go. So this is coming out. It'll be available for purchase on our shop and on Ravelry. And I've actually decided to incorporate a heel into it instead of just telling you to go buy the fish lip kiss heel, which I still think is better. But she does not allow people to publish her heel method in their patterns. So I have written my own short row heel that uses German short rows, which I don't think work as well as hers. But you're the master of your own destinies, everyone. Yeah. What else have I gotten done? I have finished all the pieces of this in Penelope, in the ochre colorway. I will admit I have quite clammy hands most of the time, and I found the Penelope, personally, this is not for everyone, to be honest. Most people who have knit with it loved it, but I just found it quite hard to knit with. Oh, okay. It was really sticky to my hands, but my hands are very odd, so this is not going to affect you. But
so the Penelope, has that got silk in it?
It does, and I knit with a lot of silk. I think it's the combination of the very high twist and the silk, but it does feel when you touch it absolutely fabulous, and I think it's going to be lovely to wear. It's the same composition as the Albertine that I'm wearing, and this is the Toile number 3 drop shoulder, just in Penelope instead of in with
drop shoulder.
Sorry, drop shoulder. Set in sleeves. Set in sleeves with the standard shoulder, and then there is also the version that I've made in Robinson. Gorgeous. So this is on the way now. This is Robinson from Durham. We have it available for pre-order at the moment.
On the website,
yes.
With all the colours.
And this is the Toile number 3, and if you add 4 balls plus this PDF to your cart, you get the PDF for free. Yeah. So that's
and this
one of our
is the one that's got cotton, 30% cotton, is it?
20% cotton. I think it's like 18%, 20% cotton, 2% other fibers, other recycled fibers, because I don't think it's possible to get pure recycled. This is the perfect yarn if you're looking for a top or a jersey that almost looks like sort of sweatshirt casual sort of look, isn't it? It really just has a beautiful finished fabric. And it's lovely. It wears so well. Yeah. I've been wearing this one quite a bit actually, and it has not pulled up at all, which is a huge testament to that. Yeah. And just a quick reminder that I do also have a Toile number 1, which is a drop shoulder, and a Toile number 3, which is a
Toile number 2.
Toile number 2. Oh my goodness. A Toile number 2. Thank goodness I have other people here. A Toile number 2, which is a raglan.
And the number 1 is the drop.
The number 1 is a drop shoulder, yes. Yeah. 1, 2, and 3, all published, all out. This one is one of the many fluffy versions. This is in the lovely Arwetta Antilia from Filcolana in ice blue.
Emily at Knit Night used the same blue, but of the Arwetta, but used a different, slightly darker, almost a greyish blue. You should have seen the colour combination. Oh. It's to die for. Everybody's going, oh my God, we want that. Yeah. Because it looks real pale blue there, but the one that Emily had done was just stunning.
Sorry, I am actually a little chilly. just going to put my shawl on and move my mic.
Yes, because we still want to be able to hear. Now, I tell you what's been coming through my feed, my Instagram feed, is because if you follow the yarn companies, they have interesting patterns and everything.
Yes, totally.
Is the Fibre Company and their transitions.
Yes, we have the transitions in stock.
Yep, and they're mixing it with Cumbria.
Yeah, Cumbria fingering, which we also have.
And they've got 2 shawls, a shorter one, a smaller one, and a bigger one. And it's almost using a pretty easy pattern on it. And they're doing alternate. And because the transitions, literally transitions from one colour through to another, and they're stunning colours, they look amazing. And one of the shawls only takes one of the transitions and one of the Cumbria. And then
sorry, I'm just trying to find the ones.
And then there's a jersey, which is it's slightly fitted. It's got a nice deep rib on it, and you can see the transitions moving through that. And that only takes, I think, like 2 and 2 for like a medium size.
Sorry, everyone. So these are 2 of the colors of Cumbria fingering we have in stock.
Yeah.
I think one's Windmere and the other is Blackthorn, but I could be wrong about that. Sorry, Blackback. Blackback and Windmere.
It's 328 metres on this for 100 grams.
You could also probably very comfortably substitute amble.
Oh, right.
Just as a side note.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But yes, in the Transitions is a beautiful collection of color changing yarns. Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
Giant monster hands.
And
there we go.
They won't sort of come up on screen, but there's good photos on the website.
And there's good photos on the labels of the transition itself.
Yeah, and it's like the one at the bottom is like green going into orange, and they just seem. I was looking at them, but I decided to have definite colours. But I'm still tempted to go with one of those to do on the back of my 2 double take tee. It shifts gorgeously. The colouring in it. It really does.
Beautiful.
And every colour seems to go with every plain colour. If you're looking for a pop or you want it to merge, it was just amazing because you can put this with anything and it'll just even with that orange and green, which looks a little spooky, but it looks fabulous knitted up.
Yeah, and I think it would be fabulous with either of those.
Yes.
With that or the blackback, for example. So
this blackback is almost like a really deep teal.
Yeah.
Peacock almost, because it's got flecks of the black in it.
And the fleck is so lovely in the Cumbria.
It's not like a fleck, it just merges.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Cumbria is one of my favorite yarns.
Because the Northern Hemisphere is going into fall or autumn, so they're looking for something like I'm wearing, and so they're bringing this.
We're calling that a fall. Sorry, the look
this is spring.
I just have a look of horror. That is not cancelled. That is not. I wouldn't even wear that in the summer. I'd be frigid. You're lucky if you get me out of like DK weight in the summer.
Yeah. So if you're looking for a lighter colour and something fun to do, because put it this way, stocking stitch can get a bit monotonous, and if you're looking to something to break it up, this is like, put a few stripes or put a pattern in it.
I'm in the opposite place. I am so desperate for some stockinette at the moment.
Oh, right. Yeah, and you do go through phases of that. But
I've just been doing so many cables and so much
cables
complex
does that to you.
Color work on the needles. And sometimes at the end of the day, the problem, as much as I love my Marie Wallen knit, coming home at the end of the day and you're a little tired, you don't want to pick up the multi-strand color work fiesta.
Oh, and that's perfect if you're doing a coloured yoke.
Yes, I do agree. And this is a sport or fingering weights. You can knit it either or.
And so that's got...
And it goes incredibly well.
It's got 300
wool,
meters.
50% Highland wool, 50% alpaca.
Yep.
It's incredibly soft.
And 300 meters in a ball.
Yes, and very reasonable. Super beautiful. I believe it is $42 per 300 meters, and that's a 100-gram cake. And it's pre-caked.
It's pre-caked. You don't have to. No,
it's ready to go.
Yeah. Yeah. All cool. So,
I'm so happy with it, honestly. Texture of it is incredible. The colors are beautiful. I love, and I will say, I am knitting with the Fibre Company yarn quite a bit at the moment. They have new things coming out. We have some events to launch some of their new products that are coming up. So some of you should keep your eyes out for an invitation. And if you're a Flock online member, we're going to be doing an invitation night as well for that the week after the event. Now, there's been some timelines shuffled around, so we had to move the event back a week, but that's okay. Everything is worked out with notice. So that is all good. I should tell you as well, we are now carrying, because I can see the list of it right in front of us, we're now carrying the almost complete range of the petite knits accessories also. So we have individual garment labels for $1.50. We have the specific zippers that go with the pattern. So if you're making one of her zippered pullovers or one of her bags, we have those things in stock now. Those are $15.50 and $21.50 depending on the length. We have the knitter string bag and a knitter stripe string bag. So this is just a plain calico option for throwing some of your projects in. If you're tossing them, Christine can show you, if you're tossing them inside of a larger bag, it's nice to have some
it just
of these
keeps it
smaller,
all together.
Yes. So if you're carrying multiple projects in one bigger project bag, because you're not going to be like me and have a massive leather bag that you utilize with all of your other project bags, oh god, and everything else in your entire life just
spills out
into it. Yeah, just you know, if you're not gonna scoop and chuck and have 1, 2, 3 today, that is an all-time low, I think.
And then what
no, there's a needle case 4. I have 4 redesigned projects. Anyway, these are available. They're super cute.
And then these, which are the knitting case labels, and they're iron on,
so
and they come in millimetre and US sizes.
Yeah. So if you have a knitting case that doesn't have the sizes on the outside, or if you want to personalize yours, those are available. We also have the cedar garment balls in stock now. Cool. So these are for preserving your knits and for your yarn. They come in this sweet little bag. You can throw them loose into your knits if you like a more intense smell, or just crack the bag open and toss them in. It helps keep all of those little scurrying
and they work.
Friends,
I've got a similar item, so that's cool.
And then there are also, as well, for those people have actually been asking, not like people on podcasts and other things say this a lot, like, and I must tell you, when I say people, I think it's been 4 people asked after these, and I went a little nuts because I think they're actually quite good. These are the Petite Knits mohair brushes. I'm sure there are other options that exist out there, but these ones are really well made. They're a wood-backed brush with the bristles, and it's just, if your mohair is getting a little flattened, we've had a, sorry, the microphone has gone on a journey. Let's see. Stephen West shawls are not structurally sound, everyone. Much like the building across the road, it looks like. Anyway, if your mohair's gone a little flat, you just actually brush over it.
Oh, okay, yep.
And it just fluffs it right back up. Yeah, right. And so it can actually help extend the life of your mohair garments. So these are a great addition, especially given the fact that I think we all have to be honest, we're not near peak fluff.
No.
Not even close to near peak fluff, right? I have many other fluffy surprises still to come over the next little bit.
Now, talking about Stephen West and fluff.
Yes.
Doing kits for the MKAL?
You know, I'm not giving into the hype this year. I came prepared for this conversation by wearing this shawl. You know, I really think, personally, I don't know about the rest of the knitting world, but I have gotten to a point with my knitting, and I think as we've got more younger knitters coming in, and younger in terms of how long they've been knitting for, not necessarily their age, your like age on a timeline.
No.
I think that we are doing a lot better at selecting better garments for ourselves, those of us who have been knitting longer and getting better results that we like. And a mystery is just not really my style. And while I kind of love it, I also frequently don't enjoy the process, actually. And I really loved knitting the shawl that I'm wearing right now. This is the Houses of Reykjavik shawl by Stephen West. It's already out. You can buy it. It takes 2 balls of the main color, which in my case is marzipan, with 2 balls of mohair, and then 1 ball of arwetta and 1 ball of silk mohair in 4 contrasting colors.
Right.
Okay? I loved making this. I would 10 out of 10 recommend it. And the great news is there are at least 50 other Westnits shawls that I would give the same recommendation to. So here's what we're going to do instead.
Whoa.
Instead of doing the mystery knit along this year or next year or possibly ever again, we're going to focus on starting to bring you the best of Westnits as kits instead, that we permanently stock and curate. So we're going to work with the various hand dyers and explore new hand dyers that we haven't talked to you about to build out Westnits kits for this part of the world that are in the original colors, with then a secondary option that is Get Flocked specific.
Right.
And we're going to try to do that not just with Westnits, but with other great standout knits from popular designers, such as the Rose Cardigan from Andrea Mowry, and other really great individual designs that don't need to be specifically made by any one person, but need to be specific for that pattern.
And
so,
the tip with that is hundreds, if not thousands, of people have knitted them, so that you can have a look at what their suggestions are, see what they've done, and all the rest of it. So yeah, it's tried and true.
Yeah,
you're not breaking new ground and thinking, what am I going to do next?
Well, and also I think that there is quite a bit of decision fatigue. Not yet, thank you. 10 a.m. That's thank you so much. There's quite a lot of decision fatigue out there with a lot of our knitting, and personally, I'm not here for mystery when I'm going to be investing that much time, effort, and money. And I think that there are just 1,000 other great Westnits. Well, there's 50 that I'm going to curate, but there's a lot of other great Westnits to explore, including all the previous mystery knit-alongs that I have not had a chance to knit yet, and that I think you will enjoy, including tackling and conquering and rediscovering the great monstrosity that is texture time. So, I know, but I think during the MKAL season this year, I'm going to focus on knitting a different shawl, and that's what I'm going to bring to you guys over that time period. So, I have one on the needles at the moment that I'm really enjoying, in yarn that we do not stock yet, that I'll talk to you about more as we get closer, that I'm really loving. That's just a big brioche rectangle, and if you know me and you've seen me with a crosshatch, you know I love a big brioche rectangle.
Brioche forever. No, not for Christine.
Yes, thank you. So we are going to be curating more Westnits kits, including my version of the West Fjord Wanderer with my, it turns out, modification by reading the pattern too literally and not downloading the update when I was test knitting. So I knit this exactly as written in the original version of the pattern that I was given, not exactly as shown in the photograph. Or as was in the final version. And can we just
say that originally when Ethan knitted this, it was over the back of the couch because I'm not going to be wearing it.
Yeah.
In the shop.
I really didn't think I was going to...
And then it got grabbed and we haven't seen it since.
You know, I really meant to make this as a showpiece for the shop. I really did. It was my best intention to leave it here. But it's incredibly comfortable. It actually stays on. It's big enough for me. I find a lot of shawls that aren't Westnits are quite small in a way that I don't like.
Right.
So I prefer something that's verging on. I'm a large person. I need something larger.
I knitted one called Glacier Sweep, and Ethan said I knitted it in. Yeah, and it was the bigger version. Yeah, she said knit the bigger. Look, honest to God, you put that on, it on, it does not come off. And there's so many comments. That's a really good one if you're like a beginner into it.
It would be great in Penelope.
It's great. Yeah, it's fabulous.
Yes. So if you want to get amongst it, right? Shawl knitting with Westnits.
Yeah.
We're here to help.
That's right. And we've got lots of suggestions, lots of colour.
Huge variety, and we are going to be stocking more and more hand-dyed yarns. I am happy to tell you that we have a order from Dark Omen on the way. It is up on the website if you'd like to pre-order before it gets here. I will be very blunt. Francesco's yarn, once it arrives, 90% of it will disappear within 48 hours. So if you're hoping to be able to come in and see it,
it's a bit tricky.
Yeah. So if you want to make sure that you secure what you want, please go ahead and order. And if there is something from any of the companies that we ever talk about that you would like that we don't currently have, please send us an email at help@getflocked.co.nz. There we go. I got it right. I startled myself by getting it correct off the hop. And we will get back to you with a timeline on how long that will take to get it out to you. And we are always happy to work on custom orders. And we do have several new brands lined up coming to you and restocks from other brands on the way already. And Robinson on the way, and some new product coming in from the Fiber Company, and a massive, massive pair of bag orders that will arrive as they arrive. So... Saddle up, people. Knitting season is still upon us because that's a year-round pursuit.
Right.
I think that we've just all accepted this. And I can tell you as well that we will be running a mohair shawl knit-along into the new year.
Wow.
So after we close out Flocktober in the new year, we will have kits and stuff from Westnits, especially because we're going to be promoting 2 of his shawls specifically. The Awesomer Gossamer that we're going to be making our own custom kits in Tilia for you. And the Moharino medley that we're going to have a new custom kit for the shop and the original color kit from the original dyer.
Wow.
So
okay.
super excited for our our mohair medley shawl.
And that'll be just perfect for a cool summer evening.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just throw it
Exactly. Just like this. One of the options for the knit along. See how I did that? Perfect. Let's do it. All right. Hope all of you have a beautiful day.
Okay.
And we'll see you here next week.